ain't you the hoity-toity dame these days? I almost didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
Excusez-moi, am I knowing you, sir?
Ziggy's my moniker. You gonna pretend you don't know me?
Ah, you are making the joke with me, no? Perhaps you have me confused with someone else.
I ain't joking. You're Yvette Delacroix. I know that body of yours anywheres.
I am sure I am not knowing what you mean, Mr. Ziggy.
Oh, I get it. Yous is worried one of these hi-hats is gonna hear us, right? Okay, I'm clued in. We can talk later. Oh, everyone wants a piece of you.
Yes.
It's culinary delights like you.
This food, it is adequate. I do not eat so much. This is why I maintain my figure, no?
Ah, yes. No. Lovely figure it is, Miss Delacroix.
Merci, Dr. Carrington. You are so kind.
I feel we've known each other long enough. Please call me Archibald.
As you wish, Archibald. I am yours to command, as always.
Oh, my. Oh, Miss Bow, is there something I can do for you?
Oh, no, I was just admiring Miss Delacroix's dress.
With my ears.
Merci, Miss Beau. And your gown. It is a bit out of date, but charming nonetheless. Thank you, I think.
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I must mingle with the guests.
Well, well, look what the leprechauns dragged in.
Hey, now watch what she's called me, O'Reilly. I don't know what that leprechaun thing is, but I don't like the sound of it.
I am sure you've been called worse things, smart guy.
Only by low-class type poisons, O'Reilly. By the way, ain't you afraid of being seen with me?
Cops talk to stoolies all the time, and I was wondering what you're doing here.
I'm a big patron of the arts. That's the kind of high-class guy I am.
Why is he looking this way?
Because
Dude,
I think they're trying to,
hello.
pretend that they're not talking to each other.
You don't even know what the word patron means.
It's a type of drink. I does, too.
Okay, what does patron mean? Right.
Hey, ain't that the Countess I see over there? I need to talk to her.
So everyone is linked in some very weird way.
They're all having sex. Oh, secret sex.
Secret sex. One thing I am admiring about the Egyptian man is the way he is treating his woman, with this strong hand and the firm words.
Well, that is the proper way, as our culture teaches us. Which is not to say our culture is primitive by any means. Our civilization has evolved over thousands of years. Our methods are quite well thought out and practical.
And the Egyptian man, he is very skilled in the private matters as well, no?
Well, speaking for myself, I feel it my sacred duty to be knowledgeable in all matters that concern me. There's a lot of, I've certainly had no complaints about my skills, Miss Delacroix.
Whoops.
Miss Bow, I didn't see you standing there again. Well, I hear another turkey leg. If you'll excuse me, I need to eat
How
more
many turkey legs are gonna call his name tonight?
He's eaten both of them so far.
That turkey leg, it sounds good to me also. I'll accompany you, Dr. Smith.
Okay, she just wants some meat.
Where did they go? Oh well.
Okay,
See if
well.
the women are talking. Countess, they tell me you were married to the last museum president, no? Yes, darling, that's correct. Sterling Waldorf Carlton was such a charming man and so wealthy. My heart is just an empty void without him. Yes, Sterling was such a nice man. Too bad that he's worm food now. Oh, I prefer to think that Sterling is with me in spirit. Oh, I'm sure his body is crawling with maggots by now, but if his spirit is with you, let me know, because I'd love to see it. It is hard to lose a loved one, no? I understand you were only married this short time, Countess. Yes, I had only 2 short but charming months of married life with Sterling before he died. And how long had you known this man before you were married? Oh, we met just 1 charming month before we decided to get married. It was love at first sight. Where did you meet him? Oh, hi, don't she's so suspicious. Oh, I've only been in this country a few weeks when I met Sterling in an offshore casino trip. It's quite legal to drink and gamble there, you know, and all the right people attend. Sterling was so charming, he swept me off my feet. Ah, this Sterling, he must have had the large broom. It's just a matter of speech, my dear. Sterling was a wealthy man. You must have inherited a nice fortune, Countess. The money doesn't matter, darling. Actually, there's an annoying problem with the estate right now. It seems Sterling was changing his will when he died to give me more money, perhaps. Anyway, I'm sure my attorney will take care of the problem. Too bad you can't dig him up to finish his new will. Yes, quite. She's so creepy.
Man, we're gonna have like 4 straight parts of just this.
The archaeology, it is such a masculine profession. Breaking into the ancient tombs with your sledgehammer, thrusting your way into the treasure chambers, touching the gold artifacts. It is also stimulating, no?
Oh my! Jeez.
And it is such a burden to bear the greatness, no? With such pressure to perform, you must be perfect all the time.
I think this is your character, but...
Oh, it is
okay.
my character, you're right. Yeah, damn it. I'm trying to be like sex all the time here. Ah, your problems, they're obvious, no? Very kind of you to say that, but there are many who misinterpret my actions. They don't understand the pressure of having famous relatives in the same line of work and having to compare oneself to them all the time. Ah, but they I can't say that in her voice. I know how to pronounce that in American speak, but not in hers. Correct. I didn't realize you knew so much about archaeology. I know about many things, Dr. Carter. So I've heard. Maybe we should discuss archaeology sometime. Oh, I'd love to hear about the work you do, Dr. Carter. Perhaps later tonight? Will you be working late tonight? Oh yes, I think everyone will be here tonight, no? There is much to be done to prepare for the opening of your exhibit tomorrow. I was planning on taking a break for tea around 3 a.m. if you'd like to join me. It sounds wonderful. Perhaps you could come by my office then. I'd be delighted. It is so gracious of you to take the time to speak with me. Nonsense. Think nothing of it. How will I ever repay you for this courtesy? I know how busy you are, Dr. Carter. I'm sure we'll think of something. And call me Pippin. Pippin Longstocking.
Pimpin'?
Pimpin', big pimpin'. I told you to stop bothering me, you camel driver.
Dr. Carter, I will stop bothering you when the dagger is safely back in Cairo.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the bloody dagger was stolen from the bloody museum, you great twit.
I see no reason to exchange epithets with you, Dr. Carter. I am aware of the burglary. I am also aware that no evidence was left behind and the dagger case was not harmed. In fact, I think you removed the dagger from the exhibit.
Me? And what bloody reason would I have to steal my own bloody dagger from my own bloody exhibit?
The dagger is not yours, Doctor. It belongs to the Egyptian people, like I've been saying all night. As to why you stole it, I do not pretend to understand your twisted American thinking. Perhaps you wanted to keep the dagger for yourself in your own private collection.
Perhaps I should ask why you're shifting the blame onto me, you insignificant peasant. It would be very clever of you to steal the dagger, then stay about to start rumors about someone else stealing it.
Only an archaeological thief would make such an accusation, Doctor. Now I'm sure that you stole it for yourself.
I did not.
Yes, you did!
Did not.
Did!
Did not.
Did!
Gentlemen, please.
Did!
Mind your own business, you nosy reporter. But, I have more important things to do.
This is far from over, Dr. Carter. You did!
Did not! That's what you think, you malodorous buffoon.
What is it with you and that word?
I don't... Ooh. That's not a good sign.
Oh, no.
Pardon-moi, mademoiselle, but this is not the time nor the place, but perhaps we can play this, how do you call it, patty cakes at another time? I tried to touch her and that's what happened.
Oh.
Oh my.
Your touch makes me tingle all over, Miss Bo.
The stevedore looks a little more refined than you'd expect. He's also rather attractive. There's a way that, like, I can... see. Are you having a nice evening, Mr. Dorian?
Well, it's much, much better with you nearby.
Oh, I know. Check this out.
If you look too closely, Miss Bo, you might see right through me and into my heart.
The cheese. I am hoping you are liking what you are seeing, Miss Bo. So Yvette is bisexual. She is attracted to everyone, including me. And why not? You know, Laura's a cute gal.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens if I try to touch the cop. Don't you be touching me now, lass. Alright, he doesn't like it. I'm not gonna try to touch Ziggy because he's kind of disgusting.
You'd be like, oh yeah.
Ugh.
A little creepy.
You are interested in the great art, no? Then you should come with me this evening. I'll give you the personal tour of the old master's gallery.
Well,
I guarantee that you will not be wasting your time. You will enjoy it very much. You are studying the art at the university, no?
Well, yes, but...
Then it is settled. I will give you a private tour in a little while, no?
But I'm...
There is no need to thank me yet. I will be enjoying it as much as you will. Well, Laura, what are you doing? Just standing there.
And they're just gone. Oh no.
And that's it. That's the end of the eavesdropping. And now, if anyone wants to play this on their own and play it to entirety, I'm obviously not playing it to the entirety with all the conversations, but you can go through and talk to each character and interrogate them. That's actually, not a lot of people like that kind of gameplay, but I actually enjoy it very much. I like knowing the story and questioning everyone. Now everyone's gone, so that's a little strange. So I think we should go look for everyone.
They're all having a big orgy with Yvette.
I hit it.
She is completely just... Achtung! Tourists are not allowed in this room at this time. You are disturbing the paintings. Raus! You leave now! Mach schnell!
Jesus. Yeah, Wolf is really uptight.
Yeah.
So we have no choice but to go this way. If you watched some of my videos on Laura Bow, this should all look very familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
Suspended overhead by thin wires, the pterodactyl, frozen in mid-swoop, presents the most horrific tableau. A fairly accurate model of Struthiomimus or ostrich mimic. Let's see. Struthiomimus. It does look like an ostrich. The male and female triceratops look every inch the proud parents. Oh, it's a baby. I like how the dinosaur room, there's not really a lot going on. There's a pterodactyl, there's a picture, another picture, and then an ostrich dinosaur. So that's just great.
I want an ostrich dinosaur and ride it. Oh, that T-Rex is pretty doofy.
Yeah, if you press this button, he'll start talking, but we're not going to do that right now. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His name is Rex. Isn't that clever?
So clever.
A small sign identifies this dinosaur as an iguanodon, which means iguana tooth. However, from the Tyrannosaurus Rex's point of view, this dinosaur could be identified as dinner. A fine painting of the mighty Brontosaurus, the thunder lizard. This huge creature with its tiny brain is currently the subject of a controversy. Dr. Earl Douglas from the Carnegie Museum of Natural History believes that this current Brontosaurus displays have the wrong heads mounted on their skeletons. However, Dr. Othniel Marsh, who originally discovered the Brontosaurus, believes that the heads on current displays are correct. Only time and more fossil evidence will conclusively prove which of these esteemed gentlemen is correct. I wonder, that's got to be factual, I assume.
Well, yeah, they only recently brought the Brontosaurus back.
A house pet, tastefully prepared for battle in 16th century armor. I just thought this chest was very scary looking. It's like open, it's out in the open. But I don't think it actually does anything if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Well, this whole little area is kind of creepy. I mean, because you're alone in this museum, and being alone in a museum is creepy.
There's something on the floor. Ironically, there's a gold Ankh medallion, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life, resting in the pool of blood. You pick it up and place it in your purse. So if we look at it, you see the initials PS engraved on the back of the Ankh medallion.
Ah, Photoshop.
Yes. There's also some blood. Apparently, the shoe owner stepped in some of the blood. It apparently belongs to a dainty foot. That's interesting.
Ah, yes.
So there's a silhouette, the Ankh that belonged to Dr. Tut Smith, and I guess the only thing to do really is to open this thing.
Pick up blood and put it in your
But before
purse.
we do that, I want to put something in my notebook. These are hieroglyphics. They come into play later in the game, and you have to look at these slabs so that you have the alphabet in your notebook. I'll show you what that did. See, now I have half of the alphabet in hieroglyphs. Welp, shall we see what's in this coffin with the blood on the floor?
I'm sure it's nothing.
I'm sure it's fine. The ominous music. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, no, it's not.
That's pretty,
Did you kill the man then? No, I just walked in here and found him. I suppose that would explain your screaming then. Did you see the murder? No. Alright, I'll talk to you later once you've had a chance to calm down. Just don't try to leave the building.
Your bird is calling you.
My bird is she's very upset at this very scary game.
She's like, no, Pippin!
Very terrifying.